Hey everybody, welcome back to another video today. Today I just wanted to be talking about how I go about validating a product after I find an interesting opportunity. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I want to save you guys some time today, and I'll get you right into the steps I take to knowing if a product is actually worth trying or not. Essentially, this is kind of a way to know my conversion rate of the market. I feel like this is the first thing you should do. By the way, this is kind of a product we found in our previous videos was roach gel. Sounds old, sounds boring, but with old and boring comes a very great opportunity in my eyes because nobody's done anything to innovate, as well as just like great opportunity in general because nobody's done the 2020 or higher type of branding. Everybody's done the early 1990s. So um, comes an amazing opportunity. So we got to always think differently of what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is trying to find a low review, high revenue market, something brand new that will eventually get saturated. So first step, like I said, is just finding what our market conversion rate is, just to know like how many clicks it will take on the ad side to actually see if we're profitable. So if we look into like roach gel in general, typically the first thing I look at is our search conversion rates, meaning how often is the customer or when a customer searches, what percentage of them are actually converting? So out of 100, it looks like 8.89% are converting on this search term. Typically, if you're looking for a benchmark of what I look for anything above 6%. Given that I know if I create something better and a way better brand, I could probably be double or close to double that. I could be 11 or 12%, but typically I want to be over 10%. So anything over 6, I know I can improve to get over that benchmark of 10. So clearly, this shows that it's at an 8.89. And that kind of makes sense because with Roach Gel, these guys are customers are really looking for something as quick as possible because it's an emotion they have of trying to solve a problem. So you could see there's a large amount of search volume too, 164,000, and then you got a lot of other ones. So now I would go about in ranking. How would I rank this product in general? What search terms would I use, and how difficult will it be in my eyes? So I want to know how hard it is to rank for now. So let's get into how I would figure that out. So first, before we figure out how hard it is to rank, what we're going to do is we're going to get one of the best sellers. And instantly, when I look at this market, what's cool to me is I see a product that's 32.90, pricing way higher than the typical ones, selling 30,000 units a month. Obviously, this listing has 58,000 reviews, but that does tell me that I could price higher and still do well, which is a great sign. So what we're gonna do to figure out what we want to convert for, or the search terms we want to target when we're trying to rank, is we grab the ASIN right here, and then we're gonna go right into Cerebro, and we're gonna put that exact ASIN in on Helium 10 Cerebro, get keywords, and then it's going to show us a whole list of a ton of keywords that we could rank for, but a lot of them are just relevant. So what I'm going to do is I want to know what this ASIN is ranked 1 to 11 organically for. So I can kind of know, Amazon kind of ranks you based on your sales, how relevant your listing is to those keywords. So I just want to know what they're ranked for organically 1 to 11. So now we narrowed from multiple thousands to 688, which is still a lot you can rank for. So I'll even lower this to 1 through 8. And we'll go from 600 to 626. Okay, something a little bit lower. So we'll go search volume highest to lowest. And it looks like we have a lot of different search terms we can rank for. I also want to check when I'm looking at this market what our average cost per click is, because when we know our average cost per click, on the ads side, we'll know with our conversion rate how much we will have to spend in order to get an order. So if our market conversion rate is 8 or 9%, and we create something that's at a 10% conversion rate, that means we would be spending $10 an order on the ad side to essentially get an order. So because 10 clicks is a 10% conversion rate, because one of them will convert. So as for a cost per click side, I always love in the low $1 or even in the 70 to 80 cent range, because all that stuff really adds up. I don't want to spend $2 a click and blow my margins away and be losing money on ads. I want to be profiting on ads and making 50% of my orders, I would say, on the organic side. So have two different funnels to essentially make money on. So now my biggest thing now is I'm looking at CPR. This is essentially how many units I need to sell in an 8-day frame to be ranked on the top half of page 1 on Amazon. So I would look and find long tail search terms to see, okay, are there longer tail search terms that I could just bid on, to get ranked very easily, to have a snowball effect to reach these higher CPR ones. So what essentially I've taught in my previous videos is I look for longer tail search terms that have lower CPRs, and really target those and go after those heavily, because the CPR to rank for a bunch of 800 to 700 search volume keywords, if that's only 10, then that means we would be getting ranked for all of these 700 to 800 search terms, search volume search terms. And if you add them all up, you come up to 20,000 probably in total. And what I like to see here is there's a lot of different ones. Best roach killer. Some of these are branded, I can see. Best cockroach killers. So you can get ranked easily for a lot of these. And then snowball effect happens and you start getting ranked for these ones that are 20s. What I don't like is sometimes there's markets where there's there's a high search term, and then there's very few below to rank for. So it's almost like you have to bid on this really high search volume search term, and you're spending a lot to get there, which is possible to rank for. It's just a little bit more difficult. So I love the longer tail when there's a lot of longer tail ones to go for that are easier to rank for. So it looks like we definitely have a lot of them. Best cockroach killer. So let's go into now how our margins would be going into this market. Now that we've confirmed that there's significant search volume and there's opportunity on the conversion rate, now step 3 would say, okay, if I created a roach gel brand, what would be my margins of this puppy? And how much would I need to spend in ads, and would I be profiting off my ads? So let's say I created a better brand for $34.99. It was stronger. It was just way better, and the branding was killer. You had the best branding in the market. And let's say we got ours for $5 a unit. That's what I would think we'd get these for, maybe even less if we bought in bulk. So now it leaves us with a 56% margin. So it leaves us, if we have this profit calculator, it leaves us with a 56% margin. And that's in actually October to December when Amazon fees are higher. So we can even be more realistic and go $6 or $7 a unit now, or even $8. And we still are at a 50% margin, which is fantastic. That is, I look for anything above 35% is great. So now our next steps is to kind of calculate, okay, if we're spending $10 a unit on ads, are we still profiting off our advertising? So we have our unit costs, and then we have our 10% conversion rate kind of costs. So like if it takes 10 clicks to convert, that would be $10, because we saw our CPC was $1, right? So we're gonna add 7 plus 10 to get, okay, how much are we profiting off PPC? And you can see still with PPC, we typically will be profiting around $7 to $9, I would think. Because our conversion rate will probably be above 10 if we create something that's way better and the best branding in the market. So obviously this product is definitely an opportunity. There's other things you would need to do. Obviously, this is not financial advice. You're not going to go say Matt sent you to this product, blah, blah, blah. But this is kind of just my stepping process, basic steps to figuring out if this product is worth selling or not. It definitely passed step one. Now you have to find a manufacturer. You have to do all that stuff on your own and figure out, is this something I'd actually want to do? But these are kind of just the 3 steps I would take though. And I thought I would just be so transparent with you guys on how I go about validating a product. So if you liked today's video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm trying to bring the most transparency to Amazon FBA and really just give you guys what you guys deserve, which is really honest and brutally honest content. So I'm trying to help anybody out there who is just trying to be an entrepreneur or even has an idea. So if you like today's video, like and subscribe. It helps so much to reaching those people. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing week, and stay positive, stay locked in. Have a great day. Bye-bye.